presentation will be constituted. July. That's under the presentation. Yes. Okay, good morning to everybody, and I want to thank you very, very much for honoring my invitation for today's presentation about software application for SharePoint migration called Bosch SharePoint Manager, which is an application that I developed for Bosch during my internship. My name is Eng Dinga. I am a software engineering student from this university of applied science in Eindhoven. I am here under the mentorship of Mr. Hans, and who is my company mentor, and Madam Intranet, who is my school mentor. So, as an overview for today's presentation, we are going to walk through the following points. Firstly, we'll be looking at the initial situation of the Bosch SharePoint. Secondly, we look at the problems which arise from this initial situation. And then I'll tell you about my assignment, what I did, and then I'll present to you the final result of my assignment. And then later I'll tell you the challenges I went through during this internship period and how I overcame them, and then move to a live demo or maybe a demonstration version of the application we are talking about. And then we'll end it all with questions and answers from you. Okay, so looking at the first point, which is the initial situation of the Bosch SharePoint. The Bosch SharePoint actually have the following kind of the picture which we can see there. We can identify that a lot of folders, what we call multi-layer directories, in a situation where we have folders inside other folders. And we also have the presence of some documents that are not usable by the company, that they are not used anymore, like what we call the master.txt files. And we also have incomplete file names and incomplete folder names. And also, there was also an existence of a first software tool that was developed by another intern, which could not solve the problem. Okay, so we move forward to look at some of the problems that the company is facing due to the condition or the situation we just showed above. So, because of those points that were just explained above, the company is facing conditions like slow browsing speed on the SharePoint, difficulty to identify documents, and also difficulties to access documents by the users or company users. And also, to count it all, there's a huge situation like employee frustration. Now, my assignment, because of those problems, the company decided to create an assignment, which was my assignment. And this assignment was for me to create an application or a software application that is able to restructure the folder layers that were just shown above and add metadata to SharePoint documents, rename the restructured directories, and also rename the files that are on SharePoint. And finally, it could be able to upload new documents to SharePoint. So what I did during my assignment, the first point was, first thing I did was to get requirements from the user, and the picture which we see there is an illustration of during one of the meetings with the client, trying to explain to me what they needed for the assignment. So after getting those requirements, I have to apply some techniques as a software engineer, which we call methodologies. And my methodologies were classified as research methodology and software development methodology. As research methodology, I used the dot framework research methodology, which I'm not going to talk too much about it now because of time. And then as software development methodology, I use the Agile, or what we call the Scrum methodology, which was divided into 10 sprints, which each sprint made up of 2 weeks. And then later, because of the nature of the assignment, I have to now mix it up with what we call prototype methodology. So the overall development process was can be described or summarized with the diagram which you see here. After getting the initial requirements, I had to do a design of the application, develop a prototype of the application, and then later move to the customer or the client. That will do some evaluation, and then they give feedback, and then if it was not correct, I have to redesign it again until at a particular point the customer or maybe the client was satisfied. And when the client was satisfied, so we did some testing on the SharePoint site. After doing the testing, then the final product was delivered, which is what I'm talking about today. Now, this is the final product. I will not spend a lot of time here because we have a demo which is going to explain that better. My challenges during this project are as follows. The first time, it was, first of all, the first time for me to work on SharePoint. So that was a big challenge for me because I never worked on that before. And also, there was no software developer in the team in which I was working, so I was the only software developer, meaning I have to manage all the challenges alone. And the next point was that there were good but very difficult feedbacks from the clients, so they have good but very difficult. Sometimes I have to do a lot of research to get out of that. And example, like the client wanted to get some updates during wrong time and things like that. So they were really not easy. So how I overcame my challenges, the first thing was that I had to first of all build a lot of self-confidence within me, telling myself I can do it if others have done it before. That was the first thing. After building the confidence, I did a lot of research about what the project, and I didn't limit myself only to what I did in school. I have to do some advanced and extra topics on what we never did, like what we call multi-threading in C#, which we never did in my school. And I also spent a lot of time on the project. Sometimes I have to leave here by 6:30, which was even extra time, many days like that. Okay, for the ops about this project, the ops is that one, Bosch offered a very comfortable environment like the one we can see here now. Very comfortable, nice. And also the colleagues are really friendly, and also have very good supervision from my company and the university mentor, to whom I want to say thank you using this opportunity today. We are going to move now to a demo